So this video is going to be about two other favorite wrestlers of mine. I have three. There's the Undertaker, there's Jake the Snake Roberts, and the third one is Chris Jericho. This one's going to be about both Chris Jericho and the Undertaker, Mark Callaway. I've been watching wrestling since 2005. I took a huge interest in Taker. I've been watching him on and off since 2005. Undertaker had this very dark, kind of scary way of portraying the character and making himself seem out of this world. This character seemed out of this world. He did a very good job of keeping in character while he was with WWE. It's refreshing to see him now that he's officially retired from in-ring competition, that he can break down the walls that he put up trying to protect the character and say, hey, this is what I liked about it, this is what I didn't like about it, this is what I enjoyed doing for 30 plus years. It's nice to see him break down those walls and let us into Mark Callaway, the human being, not just Mark Callaway, the Undertaker, portraying the Undertaker character. Now you get to see him as himself. He's allowing himself to be vulnerable and be vocal about what it is he liked about the character and what it is that he did not like about the character. I now enjoy seeing him talk about it. I have more respect for him now. He was the locker room leader for a long time. Hopefully now he can push the up and coming wrestlers that we have coming in to help them improve on their character and how they can present their character to the world, because I've lost, since The Undertaker officially retired in November 2020, I have lost interest in the WWE. Yes, there's new stars, but The Undertaker made it enjoyable to watch WrestleMania every year. I'd tune in every year just to see him, see if he had a match, see if he had a storyline. There was some I liked and some I didn't like. Preferably the ones that I loved were with him and Shawn Michaels. Those two had a very intense rivalry along with Triple H. Again, also very intense. I wish the storyline involving him and Jake the Snake Roberts was a little longer, as is, the one he had with Chris Jericho. I felt that we as fans were robbed at those opportunities, and we only got to see them go head to head once or twice. I wish he had the opportunity to push up and coming stars while he was still active, but now he gets to be behind the scenes and help the up and coming better themselves and make something of themselves while they're in this business, because these wrestlers spend more than 200 days away from their family. They don't get to see their kids. They miss out on certain events when it comes to their family, and Taker sacrificed a lot to entertain us, and he deserves to have a peaceful retirement, get to enjoy life with his wife and his kids and get to do other things besides being a wrestler. Now he gets to be a normal human being and get to be, around his family 24/7. Actually get to be there. And I will, like I said, I have utmost respect for him doing what he did for 30 years. I don't know if I myself could physically be away from my family for 200 days out of the year. That would put a damper on me. I couldn't do it. And because I've seen him be active and then put himself out there like that, that takes major balls to do that. As well as, with Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho's done it for the same amount of time. Chris Jericho's been able to stay at the top and reinvent himself each time and make himself, stand out more, stand out more and make the fans either love him or hate him. I like Jericho. I like Taker and I like Jake. Those are my top three. Will there be more? Yeah. I just haven't been watching very often. I love it, but I feel in certain aspects with WWE because they're trying to water it down and make it towards kids. Before I was born, it wasn't for kids. It wasn't family oriented. It wasn't PG. It was, people throwing fists at one another, people throwing their opponents in the middle of the ring really hard. Women doing bra and panty matches back in the early 90s, 2000s. Men being aggressive in the ring and putting themselves out there. Now it's all watered down with WWE. AEW, you don't get that. It's not catered towards kids. That's what I like about AEW versus WWE. WWE is more catered towards family entertainment. Yet they have little messages before their matches or before any DVD release that they do. Please do not try this at home. Well, it's good to put it on there, but you think every kid's going to listen to that? Be told, don't try this at home. They're going to do it regardless. It's not for kids. It's catered towards kids, but it's not for kids. I don't know. I've lost interest in the WWE. They have great talent, but I feel that their talent isn't being used right, which is why we've seen multiple releases within the company, because a lot of these talents that were there, that have been there, weren't used right, and now they don't have a contract with WWE anymore. Everything's all watered down. AEW is not watered down. It's not catered towards kids, which I love. But, WWE's got to pick up the slack. I haven't been watching them for months. I don't know when I'm going to get interested in them again. This is why I switched over to AEW, because it's not catered towards kids. These performers have, say, I don't, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And they're being given the okay. Yes, this is what you're going to do, but we're going to have people out there watching you to make sure you don't get seriously injured. Whereas Vince is like, no, you can't do that. You can't work outside the company. Here's what you can and can't do. These people are away from their families 200 days out of the year and having to constantly go to different arenas, different states, different cities to entertain. Wear and tear on the body, wear and tear on the family, finances. Everything's not cracked up like it seems to be. It's gotten really watered down. I'm not a fan of that. This is why I went to AEW. Watch AEW instead of WWE. I don't know when I'm gonna get interested in WWE because it's so watered down, But yeah, Taker, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Jericho are my top three favorites. I'm sure I'll have more. I salute these three men that have put their bodies on the line, sacrificed everything, almost losing everything to gain, to be where they're at. And now they're at a place where they can be happy and comfortable with themselves. And they have fans that love them to pieces. I'm one of them. I hope they're all doing well. I hope the new up-and-coming stars for both AEW and WWE have bright futures and can do what they want without being told that they can't do something. You guys be safe, have fun, and enjoy yourselves. Oh, and happy Father's Day to all WWE wrestlers past, present, and future. Happy Father's Day to all the AEW wrestlers and managers. I hope your family spoil you rotten. Alright? Thanks for watching. Bye.